Hey guys, AJ here, back with some more foolishness for you. So for those of you guys who are in the red pill like Manosphere's face, you might have heard this whole drama about the Just Pearly Things channel and how she had Nick Fuentes on her channel, and he is like a super pro-Trump, like admitted white supremacist, like he says that, and she had him on her channel, and in their conversation, she stepped in it by saying like some stuff about slavery that a bunch of people didn't like, and not realizing that as a white girl, you can't say anything about slavery or a whole bunch of people are going to feel some type of way. Now, guys, I am black, right? And I could care less what anyone says. I believe in true freedom of speech, right? I don't believe in silencing people or canceling people. Even that Nick Fuentes guy, he says I should be able to say that I'm proud to be Caucasian, just like blacks can say they're proud to be black. Hey, what if that's what he wants to do? I could care less. It doesn't affect me. Now, apparently, most of the internet and most of the world isn't as enlightened as we are, guys. Right? Where look, you say what you say, fine. So Pearl's been in a lot of trouble here, and all these content creators and stuff are bodying her, and all these other black YouTubers are saying all this mess. And guys, I could care less. But now she issued an apology video. But we're going to jump into this, guys. But before we do, please remember to like, subscribe, drop a comment. Now, guys, never, ever apologize. If you say something and you mean it, and it's your opinion, what do you care if it makes someone feel some type of way? That's your opinion. Now, if it's factually inaccurate, you can say that you're wrong. But if you meant something that you said, and you honestly believe that, don't apologize, because then you are giving the power away, and you are relying on someone else's sympathy to save your image. And that's exactly what Just Pearly Things did. So we're going to go through this really fast. And yeah, guys, let's jump into this.
Guys, welcome to the Just Pearly Things YouTube channel, and welcome to Morning Coffee Thoughts, where I give my thoughts over morning coffee. Today I have a chai tea. I quit coffee. You guys don't care about what I'm drinking. Okay. Today, I'm going to be addressing the Nick Fuentes situation. Yeah, I know why you guys are here. Okay. So, I want to first say I take full accountability for everything that happened. Everything that happens in life, as I say to the girls on my show, is my own fault. The fact that people are making these videos is my own fault.
See? So she's admitting fault. Why? Just say, look, I had Nick on my show. The conversation didn't go the way that I wanted it to. I'll do better. That's it. Now she's going to start explaining, like not even taking accountability, but accepting fault for problems that other people have with her content, right? And then she's going to start explaining why she said stuff, which is a big no-no.
And the situation that I'm in is my own fault. Now I'm going to give you guys an explanation and give you guys context for some of the conversations that were had.
There you go.
Just know it's not an excuse. It's my own fault. I take full accountability for everything that happened. Okay. So, but I'm going to answer questions that people have brought my way. So the first thing is, why did you have Nick on? So, the reasoning behind having Nick Fuentes on was because I heard that he was on the no-fly list and he lost his bank account. Now, from your point of view, you would think, why would you invite someone on that's on the no-fly list, right? That would be a bad... Well, he's not anymore. That's how he flew, but he was. So I was more just curious why this man was banned on everything. Now, I've seen a lot of videos that say I play dumb or I'm playing dumb. And I'll tell you what I knew and what I didn't know. So I did know that he was a known racist. I did know he was a known sexist. I did know that basically every bad name in the book, from the right and the left, everyone hated him. So the reason I had him on was because, guys, people say that stuff about me. They say I'm sexist. They say I'm a misogynist. And, I really just like to give people the benefit of the doubt when I interview them. I don't go into interviews.
And there's nothing wrong with that, guys, because that's what Joe Rogan does, right? And people hate on him because he'll have like a bunch of really, 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 he'll have female guests and liberal guests or whatever. Then he'll have one conservative guest, and everyone thinks he's a piece of trash, right? I don't like Nick Fuentes. I think he just says stuff just to get a rise out of people, and then he doesn't honestly believe what he says, right? But people should still, he shouldn't be silenced,
He's trying to interrogate someone. I just more try to listen and see where they're coming from. In hindsight, that wasn't smart. And in hindsight, I should have had someone, maybe Sarah Garvey, maybe another content creator that could have pushed back more and really was more educated on the topics that he was talking about than I was, because I certainly was not an expert in any of the stuff that he was talking about. I did remove the interview.
And she took the interview down from YouTube. She should have kept it up, because now it looks like you're running or you're trying to hide.
Again, did not think through a lot of the repercussions of posting that, so I just removed it. If you do want to see the full interview, Obsidian did react to it. That's on his channel. The intention was not, I guess, to hide it. It was just, this might not have been the best move. I'm just going to remove it now. So again, racism has no place in society, and I do take accountability for bringing him on. Hindsight's always 2020. I wrote down some of the complaints that people had. So if I look this way, it's just because.
But just because you have someone on your show doesn't mean that you agree with them. I think about, Joe Rogan, Oprah, Donahue. They had all kinds of crazies on their shows, right? But no one ever said, oh, well, Oprah agrees with X person, or Donahue agrees with, David Duke or whatever, because he had David Duke on his show,
I made bullet points of everyone's concerns, and I'm just addressing them. Okay. My Africans, that part. So in the heat of the conversation, I made some remarks to my producer, Blessing. Now, Blessing is a godsend. Okay, Blessing has made.
And for context, she said to Nick, oh, because she lives in London. So she said, oh, if I'm going to go and work in the United States, I'm going to bring my Africans over because Africans work harder than Americans do. And people were taking that to like, oh, you think that black Americans are lazy, blah, blah, blah.
Made the production quality literally phenomenal. He's so talented. And during this conversation, we were talking about immigration. And I said, I'm trying to get my Africans to America. Now, I watched it back, guys. It was so cringy. Oh my gosh, it was so embarrassing. I meant my African employees. I just said Africans. The reason is because, why wouldn't you just say,
if you guys hear that in the background, that's my cat.
My employees or whatever to America. The African passport system is just more difficult than the UK one. I didn't know, Blessing had to go to the embassy.
And all this is pointless, guys. It's pointless. She's just explaining, grasping at straws. Well, when I said my Africans, I meant it because of the immigration and blah, blah, blah. Why do you even explain any of this? All you're doing is fumbling, and you're giving your haters more ammunition against you.
For something to apply to go to America with me next month. We're going to go do some work there. And and so I've just found that the immigration process is a bit more difficult. So that's why I referred to them, because my African employees, I needed more help with. And, I was saying in the interview that I wanted more open border policies because.
Come on. You see, guys? You see?
I wanted them to come. Again, I really respect the African culture. I had no ill will or malice towards any of that. But it sounded absolutely awful. It was so cringy watching back.
Guys, don't ever put yourselves in this position, because she decided to put this apology out herself. Now, I can see you said something boneheaded at work, and your work's making you do an apology thing, but she volunteered to do this. So let's just jump ahead to the slavery part, okay?
Black people on the show is because the recruiter that I picked was Nigerian. And he just had the type of job that he could recruit while he went on the job. And he knew a lot of people. He was already in the podcast space, so he was just a good recruiter. So it makes sense that he knows more Nigerian women. Yeah, okay. But again, yeah. The next part. Now, this was the part that was probably the dumbest part of the whole interview. This was the stupidest, the dumbest. Oh, this was stupid. So I said that slavery was embellished in the interview. Now, that not only is that comment insensitive, it's not accurate. There were things in slavery that were worse than what was shown on TV.
And here's the thing, guys. To all of my white subscribers out there, guys, anything that ends in, well, I don't want to sound bad, but slavery wasn't ... Guys, just don't even go there, right? That would be like talking about like what happened in World War II Germany. Guys, just don't even go there. You know what I mean? Like, I believe in free speech. You know what I mean? But I don't want to go and have to explain the context to a bunch of knuckleheads. So just don't, guys, don't even, right? And she should have known better that there's going to be a whole bunch of people on the internet that are going to take that clip and make her look bad. And as a person that's a content creator, right? That's what I should caveat with. I believe in free speech, but for content creators, I believe in free speech. But if your brand is supposed to be to more general audiences, you have to be careful with what you say about certain things. This is why you just don't say them in the first place. This would be like a fitness influencer starting to talk about performance enhancement drugs. Just stay out of that whole thing, you know?
What I was referring to, I don't even want to tell you guys what I was trying to say because it wasn't what came out and it doesn't even matter. Again, if you watch the full thing, I was more referring to the system of using atrocities to control people.
Grasp at straws again.
Well, that's what I was trying to say. But to say that it wasn't, that it was embellished is, oh gosh, so stupid. So stupid, insensitive. And nor am I, sure, I've read a couple books, but I'm not informed or qualified enough to really have that conversation. So not bringing someone else onto the show, again, stupid. Now, the next thing is that my friend Gabby came on the show.
Well, guys, so we can stop this here because the rest of this is just a silliness, right? But, guys, this is how you don't apologize. And don't try and throw yourself on hot coals for a bunch of people who hate you anyways. And then try and grasp at straws explaining what I meant was and what I meant to say was and what I meant, because it's just not going to work. Guys, if you ever find yourself in a situation where a bunch of people have taken what you said the wrong way or out of context, all you say is, well, the conversation went in a strange direction, but I'll do better with my words next time. That's it. That's it. Make it short and sweet and simple. She should have just put out a tab on her community page, honestly, and just said, hey, look, this didn't go the way that I want it. And she should have kept the interview up. Because now all of her haters are going to be after her, and they're going to be like, so, trying to play gotcha. So, you remember the one time where you talked about slavery? You know what I mean? So, all right, you guys, let me know if you've ever had to issue an apology for anything, and let me know if you've seen this, and let me know what you would have done in the situation. All right, you guys, this is AJ. I appreciate you guys. I'm out of here.